Hello, and thank you for finding me on my YouTube channel. My name is Julie Baum. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. Today is Saturday, January 29th, 2022, and I'm going to show you a very simple card. In fact, I'm going to put this in my YouTube playlist under the category Simply Saturday, where I will be sharing with you some beautiful and cute and amazing cards, but ones that are simple to make. So the products I'm mostly using today come out of the January to June mini catalog and also the Celebration catalog or brochure. So the papers I've chosen are from Sunshine and Rainbows Designer Series paper. These are actually a celebration reward for a $50 purchase. You can choose this as your free reward. And then I'm also using the stamp set called Rainbow of Happiness, which looks like this, and it's found in the current mini catalog. So as I mentioned, this is a very simple card. I'm starting with a piece of So Saffron cardstock. It measures 4 1/4 by 11 inches. I've scored it down the middle at 5 1/2 and folded it. So this is a very standard card size, but the type that opens at the top and is more long and skinny. Then I have a piece of the Designer Series paper from Sunshine and Rainbows, and I'm going to go ahead and attach that to the card front. Now this piece measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and the reason for that is, contrary to most of the cards that I usually would make, this panel is going to cover the whole card front. Often I would cut this piece down just a little bit so that there's a border of color going around it on my card front, but this time it's going to cover the front of the card completely. I'm going to show you a trick. Let me do this. I'm going to open this so I can see my line and attach it this way instead. I like that better. I feel like I can see it better. Of course, anytime you do any of your trimming, it seems like even if you measure, sometimes pieces end up a tiny bit off. And so you can check this. If you have any areas that are off, you can simply snip that off with your scissors or put it in your paper trimmer and cut off that little edge just so it's lined up. I will do that later. I won't take the time to do it during our video. All right, and then I have my primary piece of Designer Series paper. This is the one that got me inspired, that I really wanted to use. And so with this, I wanted to choose more of a background paper to coincide with it. What I would usually do is pick my primary paper, look at the back side, and often it would make a great secondary paper. In this case, I did choose a different one. The background of this is Bumblebee, and this is So Saffron. Both of those colors are represented in this packet of paper, but I went ahead and chose a different background. But always check it. Pick your favorite one that you're going to use. See if the back works well on the card as well. So I have trimmed this piece of Designer Series paper down. It measures 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. And then I have a piece of Magenta Madness cardstock that is slightly larger so that it can be mounted on that with a little border. So my Magenta Madness cardstock is 5 inches by 3 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this paper. You'll see in this simple Saturday card, most of the work is done by the beautiful Designer Series paper. I was having trouble with that glue earlier and I set it aside. It's almost gone and I just don't feel like having to wait and shake it down. So I'll use this one. All right. I'm going to attach that to my Magenta Madness piece. Then I'm going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals and add those to the back here. You might be happy with 4, just 1 in each corner, but because this is a pretty large panel, I am going to go ahead and use 6. So I've got 1 in the corners and then on these long sides in the middle as well. All right, so I'm going to remove the backings of my dimensionals. and attach this to my card front like so. And like I said, the paper does all the work. Oh my goodness, it's super cute. Bright, cheery. It's a happy card. All right, then I'm going to take another piece of paper. This is also from Sunshine and Rainbows, the designer series paper pack. It is a 6x6 pack, and this particular paper has these clouds on the front, and I'm going to use the coordinating cloud punch to punch a couple of those out. So I'm going to trim this down a little. I had already punched some cards out, or some clouds out for a different card. I will take this one. I love how the size and shape is perfect, so you can punch these out. And I think I want this one, so just to be able to get at it a little bit easier, I'm going to trim that out. Line this up with my cloud shape and punch that out. So now with my two clouds, I'm going to figure out how I want them lined up. Maybe something like that. And I'll go ahead and attach those as well. This is a great card if you are new to stamping and it's still a little bit intimidating to get the ink to the paper, because so far we haven't stamped at all. This has all been paper crafting so far. The beautiful paper is doing all of our work for us. Of course, the punch to get these clouds. All right, now I'm going to add my words to the front of this, and I have two options here to show you. One is I took a piece of So Saffron cardstock, and with Versamark ink and white emboss powder, I embossed the words on here, "You make me happy." So this would be super cute attached right here like that. If you are thinking, uh-oh, you just lost me, I don't know how to do heat embossing, or if you think that heat embossing does not qualify as simple, then great, here's your other option. Grab some basic white cardstock, stamp the words in one of the coordinating colors. This one is Magenta Madness, and that would work as well. So if that's easier for you than doing the heat embossing, that's a great choice. All right, I will attach this with some mini dimensionals, which are just the right size for a small strip like this. All right, so this is gonna go kind of centered over my clouds, like that. And then I'm gonna take some embellishments. These are the brushed brass butterflies that are also available in the January to June mini catalog. And I'm going to choose two of these, a small one, and I'm gonna place it right here on the corner of my tag, and one of the larger ones. And I'm going to put it right here on my clouds. Just a little touch of something special to set that off. Now, let me show you what I would do with the inside. Of course, you could stop here, but I'm going to show you how I would finish the inside of the card. I have a piece of basic white. It's cut down so it will fit nicely here. It's 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I also have a piece of this same background paper that we used from Sunshine and Rainbows. And this is about, it was just a scrap. I think it's about a 1/2 inch wide, and it's the full 6 inches across. This is how I would do it. I'm just gonna grab my silicone mat and put my adhesive on the back of the strip. I'll add this strip to the bottom of this white cardstock, letting the ends go off the side. That way I can make it nice and straight. I don't have to worry about trimming it beforehand. And because I have my silicone mat here, it's not sticking to that surface. I'll be able to peel that up. And then I can just use scissors to trim those edges. And then this is going to be the inside panel of our simple card. And there you have it. An adorable card with a butterfly and rainbow and sunshine theme. Very simple to recreate. If you enjoyed watching this video, please subscribe to my channel. It helps me an awful lot. And if there's product that you would like to order, visit my website, stampwithjuliebaum.com. Click on Shop Now, and it'll redirect you straight to my online store. Thanks. See you next time.